Shivatsa. Today I am going to solve a medium problem from Coding Ninja which is asked today called activity participants. So let's go through the problem statement. So here they have mentioned that there are two tables called friends and another name called activities. So in the table friends there are three columns named ID which is of integer type and name which is of varchar and another column called activity which is a type called varchar. So here ID is the primary key of the table. Similarly, there are two columns in the table called activities. They are ID and name. And in the solution, they have mentioned that they need uh, from the activity table, they need with the number of people who are performing not many number of times and minimum number of times an activity. Let me be clear with you. Here you can see the table. Here there are three members are eating who are Jonathan, Elvis and Daniel. Two members are singing. They are Jade and Victor and one member is doing horse riding. So here three people are doing eating which is maximum number of times performing activity and least performed activity is horse riding. Maximum performed activity is eating. They need to exclude these two activities and then they need the remaining activity which is singing in the result table. Uh, Here uh, we can divide the solution into many phases. In the first phase, we can retrieve a table uh, where we can in the table it will have a columns activity and how many people are performing that particular activity. Let me show you how to get the table. Select activity, comma, count after from table name is called friends, group by activity. So here what we are doing is we are fetching two columns. First one is activity. Either it can be singing, horse riding or eating. And we are fetching the count of that particular activity. Count in the sense the number of people who are performing that activity from table group by activity. So we can use group by in order to divide the entire rows into groups which are of similar type. Let me execute this query and show you the output. As you can see here, three members are eating, two members are singing, one person is doing horse riding. So what they need is they need to exclude this eating and horse riding because eating is performed by more number of people and horse riding is performed by least number of people. They want to exclude these two activities and print the remaining ones. Uh, Now to proceed, let's see how to fetch the activity which is performed more number of times and least number of times. For this, we are using with clause because we need this table as a temporary table to get the solution. With temp as, let me explain you. So with clause is used to store a table separately. Temp is the name of the table, as is a keyword. Hmm. So in order to fetch the activity which is performed more number of times, select max of C. So I'm giving alias as a C for the count here in order to fetch the column from the table. Let me execute this query. See, three people are doing eating. So similarly, in order to fetch the activity which is performed by least number of people, select min of C from temp. One people is doing horse riding. Here max and minimum are aggregate functions which are present in SQL. So what we can do now is we will write another select query. Let's go to result table. In the result table we are getting only one column which is called activity. So select activity from temp. So in order to exclude these two columns, what we can do is we can use the operator not in which is present in SQL, where C not in. So inside the not in operator, we are supposed to uh, send the parameters which are iterables. So I am sending the minimum and maximum inside the parameters. Sorry, as a parameters for not in operator. Let me explain you. We are fetching activity from the table name called temp, where the number of participants, nothing but count, not in. What this subquery will do, it will fetch the maximum number of people who are doing some particular activity, and this will fetch the activity which is least performed among the members present. Let me execute this query and show you the output. Hmm. Here we can see we got the result which is mentioned here. Let me fully execute this query and check. As you can see, this query has passed. Thank you.